It feels like hosting the Super Bowl has to be an all-day situation. It has to be expensive and exhausting, but not today. I just went to the grocery store and I bought everything I need to make 3 legendary Super Bowl snacks. One of them is my favorite finger food of all time, pickle roll-ups, aka Midwestern sushi. One is a delicious buttery mushroom situation, and the other is a really gooey, cheesy dip that you will swoon over. And here's the crazy part. The total cost of all these ingredients, $24.71. Also, hands-on prep time for all of these 3 recipes, under 20 minutes. So for under $25 and under 20 minutes, you're going to have 3 incredible, delicious dishes to share at your party. That is less than a pizza delivery, and it'll feed the whole room. If that's your kind of energy, let's get lazy together. First things first, let's get our crock pot going so that we can do the other dishes. This recipe is one of my favorite recipes of all time. It's one of my favorite party foods of all time. It is a crock pot spinach artichoke dip that people absolutely lose their minds over. It is so creamy and rich and delicious. And I do have a simple swap that makes it a little bit lighter, but doesn't sacrifice the cheesiness. This is a true dump and go situation. So we are going to add to a large crock pot 8 ounces of cream cheese, cut into chunks, a 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, 2 cups of shredded mozzarella cheese, 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, or if you want to go a little bit lighter, here's my swap out. You can do 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt, a can of artichoke hearts, drained and chopped, about 10 ounces of spinach. You can use frozen or fresh. If you do use frozen, let it sit out for a little while first and squeeze any water from the leaves before you add it, just so it doesn't get extra soupy in there. About a 1/4 cup of Italian flat leaf parsley. We'll do a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. This all goes straight into the crock pot. You give it all a good stir, and you're going to set it on low heat for 2 to 3 hours. You'll want to check around the 2-hour mark and give it a good stir at that point, just to make sure everything is mixing really well together. Because it's cooking in the crock pot already, you don't have to worry about transferring it to a serving bowl or anything like that. Just keep it in the slow cooker throughout the game or the party. Set it on low heat so it doesn't burn around the edges. Give it a stir once in a while and you should be good. It should be set for the entire party. Once we have this working, we're going to move on to our next recipe. Pulling out my trusty Instant Pot for this recipe. Now I do have a swap. If you don't have an Instant Pot, it's okay. If you have a second slow cooker, stay tuned and we'll talk about how to make it work in there. This dish, if you order it in a restaurant, costs what, $12, $15, but we're making it for pennies today. And I'm going to show you how to serve it so that people don't even need individual plates. We're going to use the Instant Pot to kind of force the flavor into those delicious mushrooms in just a few minutes. We'll start out with about a 1/4 cup of butter cut into pats and 3 cloves of garlic that have been minced. Now go to your Instant Pot and press that Sauté button. Give it a few minutes just to heat up, and once it's hot, throw in the butter and then the garlic. Give it a good stir, let it cook for a few minutes until you smell that delicious garlicky aroma. At that point, you are going to add a 16-ounce package of mushrooms, whole mushrooms, not sliced, and let them cook with the butter and the garlic for just a few minutes. You can toss them around, stir them for probably 3 to 4 minutes until the mushrooms just look softened. At this point, you're going to hit that cancel button on the Instant Pot, stop the sauteing, and you will add to the Instant Pot a 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, a packet of dry ranch dressing mix, and beef broth or water. Give it another good stir. Now place the cover on the pot and set the timer to 5 minutes on high pressure. Use the pressure cook button. It will take the Instant Pot around 8 minutes to build up pressure before it starts cooking. And when cooking is done, do a quick release. Be careful of that steam. Remove the cover, and at this point you can either serve it straight from the Instant Pot to keep it warm, or you can transfer it to a serving platter and serve with toothpicks. This makes it really easy for people to just walk by, stab a toothpick in the mushroom, and gobble it up. These come out buttery, glossy, and ridiculously savory. They're so good. Now, if you don't have an Instant Pot, no problem. If you have a second slow cooker, we're gonna put that to use. You're gonna start out with the stovetop. So you're going to sauté your butter and garlic just like we did in the Instant Pot, except you're going to do it on the stove. Add the mushrooms again for just a few minutes, and then you will add that mixture to your second crock pot, mix it well, and you're going to cook it on low heat for about 2 to 3 hours, stirring occasionally. Whichever method you use, don't slice them at the end. They look so cute when they're whole, and they soak up so much flavor. Now we have our crockpot recipe cooking and our Instant Pot recipe cooking, or second crockpot going. So we have time to make our pickle roll-ups. There's one ingredient that is going to send these over the edge that a lot of people miss out on. I'm going to tell you about that in a second. This recipe requires only 3 ingredients and no cooking is required. And instead of using ham, which a lot of people use, we're going to use corned beef. That is the magic ingredient. Grab a cutting board or a flat work surface, and we're going to layer the corned beef slices 2 at a time onto the cutting board. Now take your softened cream cheese and use a butter knife to spread the cream cheese over each stack evenly. If the pickles are extra juicy, you'll want to pat them dry first with a paper towel. Now here's a little trick I've learned the hard way. You have to roll them pretty tight. If you don't roll them tight enough, they will start to fall apart, which you don't want. You want a tight roll and a clean cut. So grab a sharp, non-serrated knife and cut them into 4s. You don't want them too big, you want them bite-sized. These turn into the most delicious, perfect little bites. They're cold, crunchy, salty, and creamy all at once. This is the Midwestern sushi platter everyone secretly wants. A quick note about the corned beef, it's salty and savory and balances the cream cheese and pickle way better than ham does. It's our little secret. The pickle roll-ups take about 5 minutes to throw together. Again, no cooking required, and cost just a few dollars. And they'll probably be gone before kickoff. Okay, we have all of our dishes done. That was so easy and so quick. We got the crock pot working first so we could work on all of the other things. Then we got the Instant Pot going, and we wrapped up with pickle roll-ups, and here we are. We have a delicious spread ready to eat. 3 party snacks, under $25 and under 20 minutes of prep. And that is my favorite kind of hosting. And now that you have the snacks handled, you can sit down and watch the game and actually enjoy it and your people. Amazing. If you want some more main type ideas for your spread, you can check out part 1 in my series, which I will link to here in this video. So if you are hosting this year and making the spread, tell me what you like best, what goes first. I would love to hear anything you want to share. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.